Hector and Achilles, the duel that shook Troy. Long ago, in the age of gods and heroes, the great Trojan War raged for 10 long years. The Greeks, led by King Agamemnon, had sailed to Troy to reclaim Helen, the most beautiful woman in the world. But Troy was defended by its greatest warrior, Hector, the noble prince of Troy. Hector was a warrior of honor, beloved by his people, and the strongest defender of his city. But on the Greek side there was one warrior whom even the gods feared, Achilles, the son of the sea goddess Thetis, and the mightiest warrior to ever live. The death of Patroclus. Achilles had withdrawn from battle after a dispute with Agamemnon. But when his closest friend, Patroclus, wore Achilles' armor to fight in his place, Hector mistook him for Achilles and killed him. When Achilles heard of Patroclus's death, his rage knew no bounds. He swore unbreakable vengeance, and with new armor forged by the god Hephaestus, he returned to battle, seeking Hector's blood. The chase around Troy. Hector, knowing that Achilles was coming for him, stood outside the walls of Troy, ready to fight. But when Achilles appeared, his divine armor gleaming like fire, fear gripped Hector's heart. He turned and ran around the city 3 times, with Achilles chasing him like a storm. Finally, the gods intervened. Athena, disguised as Hector's brother, tricked him into stopping. Realizing he had been deceived, Hector knew there was no escape. He would have to fight. The duel and the fall of Hector. The warriors clashed, their weapons ringing like thunder. Hector fought bravely, but Achilles was unstoppable, driven by fury and grief. Hector threw his spear, but Achilles dodged it. Then, with godlike speed, Achilles drove his own spear through Hector's chest, sealing his fate. As Hector lay dying, he begged Achilles to return his body to Troy for a proper burial. But Achilles, still blinded by rage, tied Hector's body to his chariot and dragged it around the city, displaying his victory. A hero's funeral. Despite Achilles' wrath, the gods commanded that Hector be honored. His body was returned to Troy, and King Priam, Hector's grieving father, gave his son a hero's funeral. The Trojans wept, for their greatest warrior was gone. Though Achilles had won the duel, it was Hector's name that lived on, forever remembered as a hero who fought not for glory, but for his home and family.